So what's up guys, what's going on with all of you? Back again with me, my YouTube channel, Joan in the Bodybuilding Podcast Session. So today, this is the video I wanted to invite you, okay? Invite you to learning something that really important for us. I watched this video and I'm really get so much learning, so much lesson that I want to make my life to be better. This video I invite you and I want you to stay healthy, especially for bodybuilders and for all of the competitors who really taking over the amount of the drugs, taking over the compound, anything what you're using, okay? This video is from John Jewett YouTube channel and I watched the podcast. He was podcast and interview with Centopani. Centopani is one of the bodybuilders. Centopani is one of the bodybuilders who really caring and who love approach about the health. I want to invite you to watch this together. We can learning together. So, before we got into this video, please click the bell button, subscribe, like this video and share so we can learning and get new lesson together.
I know bodybuilding is an extreme sport. Any sport at an elite level is going to be extreme. You know, balance to some degree is going to go out the window. But I got to try to find a way to, you know, if race car drivers wear a 5-point harness or, you know, in a flame retardant suit, I have to try to find some things that, at least in my mind, I can try to mitigate some risk. And when I would talk about these things, it was odd to me because a lot of people would be like, well, look at the stuff you do and you're talking about health. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm talking about health because of those things that I do. So if I was a race car driver, just because I'm going to drive my car 200 miles an hour and do crazy, risky shit doesn't mean that I'm a hypocrite or I'm an idiot for wearing a seatbelt or a helmet or a flame retardant suit. It's all the more reason to do that.
It's like, that's why we have a pit crew. We're going to like check the nuts and the bolts and all the shit, right? Like,
yeah, like we're not hypocritical for doing that. Like we're smart for doing that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I started to just try to, at least in my mind, if there's certain things you need to do as a bodybuilder to be competitive.
So like we all know, bodybuilding is a really extremely the dangerous sport. Yeah, bodybuilding it's really dangerous if you as a competitive elite level want to taking the title in the big show, okay? Because why? Of course, what you should be it takes is you have to using the amount of the chemical, the amount of the something kind like the compound that you have to doing it, okay? The body don't want and don't need what they can like this, all of the things, the compound, the chemical, the drugs, all of these things the body is not really needed, okay? I don't know if the GH is the another is the some is the oral steroids or everything. The body doesn't need to. It can be dangerous, of course, for your health, for your body. That's the approach of Centopani, and I'm really agree with him because it's really dangerous if you was going to the certain degree and you don't thinking about the balancing out, okay? What your mind, what's in your head is just bodybuilding without thinking about the longevity, about health, and about what you have to balancing out. That could be the dangerous in bodybuilding. And remember, the bodybuilding, what's making the dangerous is from yourself. Only you can make it. The bodybuilding is a really good sport of the danger sport for yourself.
If I don't need to do it, then I don't do it, right? Like there's certain things I question. You know, the inclusion of certain chemicals, you know, whether they're things you're using for competition or even just in the food you're eating, right? So it's like, well, I don't need that stuff and it probably isn't going to help me. So if I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it.
Good points from Centopani. If you're not really needed, okay, you don't have to go into a certain degree, okay? You don't need to doing that. You can avoid that, okay? It's for longevity. Of course, you can use a little bit and want to going to degree when it comes to the elite level, but remember the longevity. This is success for the people who really was in the elite level in bodybuilding. Okay, keep it the longevity, keep it the balance. What kind like you're using, it's not gonna be valuable and it's not gonna be fair if you're just doing it for 1 year, 2 years, and a couple years. Okay, of course you want to make this for 10 to 20 next years. Okay, that's really better. Please guys, please, I want to all of you to approach you and want to tell you, for the people maybe who was in elite level, really risk their health, their life, because the amount of the compounds, the amount of the the drugs that they're using. Okay, because it's dangerous, of course.
I mean, talking 10, 12 plus weeks out from a show, using an insane amount of oral steroids that dude, there's no way around it. It is fucking your liver.
Yeah.
There's no way around it, dude. And I don't care how good of a look it produces. Once your liver is totally fucked over, good luck trying to get your body to respond the way you want it to respond. You're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to process food, and you're not going to be able to burn fat. And this is what I'm saying. When you're not healthy, your body doesn't do what you want it to do. And just some of the stuff I see with oral steroids, it's like that is undoubtedly going to be a problem.
That's the really horrible, that's the terrible things you can get if you're really going too far for this, side injectable, the oral steroids, the amount of the drugs. That's what you should be feel it. That's what will you feel. Your liver gonna be taking more out of the stress. It's going to charge. It's really wacky, I think. Like, liver is overall is the liquid of cholesterol metabolism and the protein metabolism. Overall this, if you didn't know and didn't thinking about what you're going and what should be it takes, what the risks you're gonna get from doing all of these things, you can get the effect maybe start from 2 or 3 years later. Okay, we have to looking for the longevity because we want to have the successful career 10 to 12 to 14, maybe even forever as a bodybuilding. If you really love in bodybuilding, doesn't mean you're going to fast and you're going to make it more and more. Okay guys, please. Okay, this is what I just want to sharing to all of you, and we can learning together. I'm not anybody, guys. I'm not everybody. I'm just a kid who want the bodybuilding is really the good sport and is really the best sport in the world. Because I don't want to the bodybuilding name of the bodybuilding is bad, because what we doing is taking over and over. Doesn't mean bodybuilding is dangerous. It's not necessarily the dangerous. It's just what we're doing from ourselves, from yourself. The dangers of bodybuilding, it depends on how you're taking it. All of these things, all of the foundation of all of the bodybuildings. Okay, so that's the little bit what I wanted to talking and discuss to all of you guys. I don't want to going this too far because I'm not anybody. I'm just want to invite you and we can learning together and we can looking forward for our future, for our life. Thank you so much guys for watching. May God bless you all.